Yet in the summer of 2020, we all watched as parts of Minneapolis burned following the murder of George Floyd. Governor Walz, looking back, what would you do differently in reaction to the protests that turned violent? And with Governor Walz, you have 90 seconds.
Yeah, first of all, this isn't theoretical. When you're in the room, you have to make the decision. Sitting on the sidelines and critiquing, that's not what being governor is. It's making the hard decisions at the time. The murder of George Floyd shocked not just Minnesota, nor the nation, it shocked the world. And the civil unrest that ensued from that was probably some of the greatest that we've seen both in this nation and globally. I'm proud of Minnesota's response. I'm proud of Minnesota's first responders who were out there, from firefighters to police to the National Guard to citizens that were out there.
Dr. Jensen, you have 90 seconds.
You heard it here. Governor Walz just told you, I am proud of Minnesota's response, referring to the riots in May and June of 2020. Wow. This isn't a one-off situation. There's a reason that the Minnesota Police and Peace Officers Association has endorsed me unanimously. Repeatedly, the pattern that has emerged is that Tim Walz denigrated the National Guard. Tim Walz didn't use them when they could have restored safety, security, and lawful behavior. And then when confronted about it, he made some offhanded comment about a bunch of 19-year-old cooks. He didn't stand with the National Guard. On May 28th, he didn't stand with the cops. He told them, stand down. And at the State Fair a couple of months ago, he says, well, that was because of the best advice of law enforcement, seeming to blame law enforcement for making that decision. A couple weeks after, 3rd Precinct burned. Christopher Columbus statues torn down. Tim Walz, stand down, State Patrol. Over and over again. Anything that has to do with lawful behavior, it seems that Tim Walz isn't there. And he yet says, I'm proud of the way Minnesota responded. Burn that into your psyche, Minnesota.
Oh, the merry-go-round broke down, but you don't see me frown. Everything is fine, and now she's mine, 'cause the merry-go-round went, oh, papa.